growing out just under 11 months apart from each other, my boys on occasion would have a disagreement that ended in a wrestling match. Well, just over a year ago, those wrestling matches were a lot more frequent. And so we coached with the founder of Love and Logic, and my wife asked him and said, hey, my boys are getting into a lot more physical fights with each other a lot more frequently. And he turned to her and said, what's the problem? She said, no, they're getting a lot bigger. They're a lot bigger. And he said, well, what's the problem? She said, well, I'm afraid one of them's going to get hurt. And he said, do they get an allowance? My wife said, yes. And then he said, it sounds like it's time to start an emergency room fund and fund it with deductions from their allowance. And we immediately put into practice. And when they would start fighting with each other, showed a lot of empathy. Oh man, this is so sad. Oh, that emergency room fund is going to get bigger. And on allowance day, we would give them their allowance and then take back the deductions for the emergency room that correlated with how many times they got into a physical altercation that week. It is amazing how quickly behavior changed once we started funding that emergency room visit fund. For additional helps, like my Facebook page. Good luck to you, and return to gratitude.